Brittany. So I'm back, and I'm just so glad to be doing my videos again because, ever since me and my family moved, things have been, quite busy, and I just haven't really picked a good day to really able to have time to really, film, to record. But today I do. And I'm gonna also make sure that I stick to my schedule, my usual schedule where I pick one day of the week to record at least 3 videos and then upload those videos every other day. So that's what I'm gonna do because that's my usual schedule. That's that's pretty much how I like it because at least I could get to record 3, and it depends how long those videos might be, if it's like 10, 15, 20 minutes, or maybe just a little bit longer, just to maybe explain a little bit more of the video that I'm doing. So it depends on the video itself and of the topic, of that video. So, yeah, so I might do a little update later, maybe in the other video. But today I'm gonna do a movie review on How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it's the 1966 version. So, that was released, well, it was aired on TV December 18th, 1986. And of course, it was based on the book of Dr. Seuss and directed by Chuck Jones and Ben Washington. And of course, as we all know, that the talented Boris Karloff not only narrated the story of the Grinch, but he also was the voice of the Grinch himself, and I think he even sang the song, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. So, he was multi-talented and, he was great in what he did. Not just for the Grinch, but other roles that he did as well. Like even one that we know where he plays the monster in Frankenstein. And what a lot of people get, I think, mixed up with is that Frankenstein is not the name of the monster. Frankenstein is the name of the doctor who pretty much, brought these pieces of people, stitched them up together, and brought him back to life. Well, brought him to life. So it's the name of the doctor, but that's not the monster's name. He's just called the monster because that's all you hear in the movie. When people see him, they just say, it's the monster, So that's that. Because honestly, that's what I thought at first too, a long time ago. Like, I remember when I was quite little, even at the time when I was a teen, I thought Frankenstein was the name of the monster, not the doctor. But when I found out later that I was wrong, I was like, oh, oops. Well, at least now I know. So anyway, back to this. Theme music composer by Albert, I don't know how to pronounce that, Who, I think. And also one of them is Dr. Seuss. So yeah, this is 25 minutes long, but it's just this really good story. It's similar to A Christmas Carol, very similar to the character of Ebenezer Scrooge, you know, like they're not really bad characters and not necessarily evil characters, but with Scrooge, he was just greedy, and he went. But the thing is, he went through a lot in his life, and because there was so much that he lost, like his sister and the love of his life, and even a close friend, and even one of his best friends who have died, and because he went through so much, that he became cold and bitter, and he was this pretty much this really sad, lonely, understood character who just wanted to be loved. But I think, you know, of course, for him, he thought if I ever, I think to him, he thought if he ever cared about anyone else, to ever love someone, that if he ever loses them, that he just wouldn't take it, and that it would be really hard for him to go through that again. And I think that's why he became bitter and closed off. And same thing with the Grinch. He's not a bad, evil character. He's not. You know, he's just like Ebenezer Scrooge. He's just, you know, he went through a lot. Now, even though it shows a bit more in the live action version, but in a cartoon, it doesn't show what it was that he went through, where he became hard, cold, and bitter, and just closed off, and didn't want to, you know, didn't really want to interact with people and to really get close to people, you know. And I think, like I said, he's similar to Scrooge that way, where he is like that, and where they're both misunderstood. And I think they want that. I think they want to be cared for and loved, and to be and to love back. But I think, you know, that they just don't want to end up going through anything that would make them feel sad. You know, if they had to lose something or to lose someone, that, you know, that they wouldn't handle it. But, you know, this is just a really good story. And of course, even with this 25-minute movie of The Grinch, you know, it just shows that even with someone who is hard, cold, and bitter, and even maybe uptight, really, you know, stiff, and maybe just not really empathetic, as someone who you can't really reach out to emotionally, someone that you can't really talk to because they're not really going to understand what you're feeling or what you're saying, because they're not going to understand, because they're pretty much all in here, you know, and all they could think about is themselves, selfishly. But at some point, you know, in the end, you know, he does, you know, he really does realizes the true meaning of Christmas, and because of that, he, you know, his heart grew 3 sizes, and, you know, since then, you know, you know, you know, he became more happy, and yeah, he was able to, you know, of course, to celebrate with the Who's, and to really interact with them, and to socialize, and to, you know, for all of them to come together and to just be like this close family, you know. And that's how it should be. Like, even if you're friends with someone, really close friends with someone, like, that's how it should be, you know, like, really talk to them, and, you know what I mean, this is more on a personal level, but still, yes, this is just a great movie. It's just one of those great classic Christmas movies to watch around this time of year, and I love this time of year of December, of Christmas, because I just love it. And so, yeah, and I love the action movie of The Grinch. I really do. That one's my favorite. Especially because I love Jim Carrey's performance as the Grinch. So, yeah, this, like I said, even this is great to watch. And for those who love this version, I don't blame you. It's a really good, classic Christmas movie to watch around this time. I would say even like near Thanksgiving, even to close to Christmas. And so yeah, I would say the late Boris Karloff did such a great job, you know, being the narrator of the voice. Well, I'm sorry, being the narrator of the story, and being the voice of the Grinch. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I said the narrator of the voice. It almost sounds kind of scary. It almost sounds like ominous in a way, like the voice. What voice? It just sounds kind of eerie. So forgive me for saying that. It just slipped out. And also the fact that he sang the song of "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." So that was really great. That he did all of that for this movie. So yeah, that was just really great. So yeah, so that's it for this review, and of course everyone who did this movie um, did such a great job with the art and the way they animated the cartoon and the colors and the music and everything just was done so well. Um, so yeah, that's it for this review. Oh, I forgot to rate it. Okay, I would definitely give it an A. I would give it, um, I would say 76%. Um, 8 out of 10. And what's one of the ratings again? Oh, I would say 4 stars. So yeah, that's my rating. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, leave a comment down below what your favorite Christmas movie is. And let me know if this one is your favorite. So that's all for today. And I'll see you at the movies.